It's Rion Kadi with Vision. It's time to spice things up. Let's talk about sex versus spirituality in media and entertainment. Everyone loves sex. Not everyone is admitting of it. So entertainment largely brings sexual escape experience to a largely shameful, suppressive Western society. So when we look at a lot of the transformational entertainment valuation has been about spirituality and the spiritual awakening of the world, but also entertainment media provides this great bastion of potential, unlimited potential to awaken sexual consciousness in the West, to take people out of guilt and shame and torment and trauma and unworthiness and anxiety in the physical world in their actual relationships. Media holds this power. So as a transformational entertainment and media advocate yourself, a producer, let's look at our values. And we can look at, spirituality. A lot of producers or independent producers and directors kind of have the spiritual valuation, yet some of the limitations of the market is they're still viewing spirituality as a niche. So check out the other videos on this channel. So we want to see where each of us are at. What about sexuality? So we have sex and spirituality. Let's call them conscious sexuality, the awakening of sexual consciousness in the world, and the spiritual valuation of awakening, Eckhart Tolle. And when we look more into these, and I've taught on this years ago, it's actually like a value conflict. So we want to be aware of those. Where are there value conflicts? Generally, there is a value conflict with passive spirituality versus conscious sexuality. And we can look at some Eastern traditions, Taoism, Tantra, and we see that there's a conscious sexuality. Well, one of our primary themes here is fusion, convergence, in oneness. Where are there areas of more consciousness that we are not accepting of? So with transformational entertainment, is it really just about a spiritual awakening? Or are there possibly some unresolved or non-conscious things in our own sexual lives or levels of acceptance that gives us room to awaken consciousness in the human experience? So I see that how it's played out in a lot of spirituality is there's a disconnection with a lot of passive spirituality is not accepting of sexuality or embracing a sexual and emotional experience of life. It's in favor of sometimes transcending sexuality. And a lot of people could get into that for denial and oppression, to take like a passive spiritual path. So we just want to look at like where are our values with transformation and entertainment. My outlook is a awakening of the entire human experience, of enriching it, of empowering it, of liberating from previous attachments. It's about freedom. So just viewing this with transformational values, with entertainment. Sex is already there. Are we resisting it? Are we kind of keep it in the closet while we bring in a passive spiritual value as our primary theme? And each of us has a different role to play, and maybe that's more part of our role, but I like looking at the bigger picture. So these are new questions and things to really look at with the awakening of consciousness in the world, with entertainment and media. It's Rion Kadi. It's getting spicy in here. Time for another bite. Yeah. Subscribe to this channel.